We had some very new Return to Monkey Island news over the weekend as Ron Gilbert confirmed that a well-known character will not be returning in the new game. So to give you a little bit of backstory to this, there was a tweet put up by Emmy Dawn over on Twitter showing off a really cool looking cross-stitch that they'd put together of classic Monkey Island characters. And Ron Gilbert himself replied to this with the following. He said, one of these characters is not in Return to Monkey Island. The mystery thickens. Now this has had people theorising underneath these particular tweets, trying to work out exactly which of these characters is not returning. So I figured in this video we take a look at what we already know from previous announcements and updates, and then try to decode who we have left over and who this character might be. So let's start with everybody's favourite demonic talking skull, Murray. Now, we absolutely know for certain that Murray is going to be in Return to Monkey Island because he was pretty much the first character that we saw. He was in the reveal trailer and Ron confirmed that he was going to be playing a large part in this game very early on. So we can straight away eliminate Murray from being the one who is not in the game. Now, another character that we can very quickly remove from this list is, of course, Herman Toothrot, because Ron confirmed very, very early on that he'd been working with voice actor Wally Wingert, who, of course, voices Herman in the Monkey Island series. So I'd be very surprised if he wasn't voicing Herman again. It would be a complete curveball if he was voicing a different character altogether, so we can probably eliminate him. It wouldn't really be possible to make a Monkey Island game without Guybrush, Threepwood, LeChuck and Elaine, so I think it's fairly safe to say that we know they're going to be in it. We've also seen pictures that Dominic Armato's put up of him voicing, holding a Guybrush doll and things like that, so pretty certain that those guys are going to be in it. But feel free to come back when the game comes out and have a go at me if they're not. So now we're down to 3 characters, so let's move on to the Voodoo Lady. Now, there's going to be some mild spoilers from this point on, so if you haven't played the other Monkey Island games and you don't want to know plot-specific details, you might want to skip ahead a little bit. But the Voodoo Lady is a key part in the plot of Monkey Island from the very first game all the way to the end. In fact, we find out in the last game that the Voodoo Lady has actually been pulling the strings in the whole Guybrush-LeChuck relationship the entire time and isn't necessarily a good person. She actually does, when you think about it, give Guybrush all the instructions of things he needs to do and is almost the centre of everything that's going on in the game. So I would be very surprised not to see the Voodoo Lady come back, given that we know there's going to be a lot of voodoo in this third game. Let's talk about Jojo the Monkey. Now, Jojo is a well-known character from Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge. We first meet him right near the start of the game on Scab Island. He's working, of course, in the bar, and we later use him as a solution to a puzzle where he becomes a monkey wrench. Now, this is an infamous puzzle in Monkey Island and widely regarded as probably being the most difficult puzzle in the whole of Monkey Island 2. Now, it's possible that Jojo will return in Return to Monkey Island, especially if we go to somewhere like Monkey Island, which everyone's expecting that we will, given the name of the game. But I don't know, maybe Jojo, I'm thinking, is the one who won't make a return. It would certainly make sense as he's not as big as the other characters on this little cross-stitch image, but you never know. And that just leaves us with Stan, everybody's favourite salesman. Now, Stan is actually my favourite character in the Monkey Island series. I think he's absolutely brilliant. The waving arms, the trying to sell everything under the sun, always back with a different scheme in every game. I think he's just such a well-written character. But logically speaking, given how Monkey Island 2 ends for Stan, with us trapping him in his own coffin and nailing it shut, there's a good chance that he won't be in Return to Monkey Island, especially as in The Curse of Monkey Island, when we see Stan again, we actually remove him from a coffin and he says the following.
Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well...
Of course! Guybrush Threepwood. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
Well, you see, I've been meaning to...
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life.
Now, of course, he doesn't mention anywhere specifically that it was the coffin that Guybrush trapped him in Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge. We all took it as being that, of course, because The Curse of Monkey Island was the direct sequel to Monkey Island 2. It's possible that there will be a workaround here, but logically it does seem as though he's been trapped in that coffin from the end of Monkey Island 2 all the way to when we free him in The Curse of Monkey Island. But given how vague the details are that Stan gives in this conversation, it's entirely possible that Ron Gilbert can find a way to include Stan in Return to Monkey Island if he really wants to. There's nothing to stop Ron putting a puzzle in Return to Monkey Island where we simply end up locking Stan in a completely separate coffin. I mean, it's entirely possible, and it would mean that everybody's favourite, being my favourite character, could come back for this new game. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who is going to be the character who misses out in Return to Monkey Island from this cross-stitch image? Let me know in the comments down below. So guys, that is going to do it for this video. So thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really helps YouTube push this out to more people who'd like to watch it and join our little point and click community here. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell if you want to receive notifications whenever I upload. And I'll see you all very soon.